deep down in the ground. It is worth more than buried treasure. And now the mists come in.
Mr. Leeson!
Yes, Mrs. Arborg.
Oh, I have a telegram for you.
Oh, a telegram. Well,
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. That was indeed most kind of you, ma'am.
I hope it is not bad news.
This is just about the best news that anyone could ever get, ma'am.
Yeah?
Yes, and with your permission, I would like to contribute a bottle or two of champagne to the supper table tonight.
Champagne?
Yes, indeed. This telegram has made me a very rich man.
Rich, yeah?
You wouldn't believe that a few pieces of paper and a little piece of ground would be worth a fortune. Now, would you?
Pieces of paper? Pieces of ground?
Yes, you see, I own stock in an oil well.
That is what she meant.
Eh? Who?
The fortune teller. She said I was going to be rich, and she saw pieces of paper and money in the ground.
Oh, well, I wish you the same luck with your well that I have just had with mine, ma'am.
But I don't own any stock.
Oh.
My husband did not approve of that. He said that was the way people always got cheated out of their money.
Your husband was indeed a sensible man, ma'am. If a person doesn't know anything about this business, it is better to be on the outside. It abounds with swindlers.
Well, how did you know which stock to buy?
Why, stocks are my business, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Oh, excuse me for asking.
Yes?
But just how rich would a person get from an oil well?
Well, that is rather hard to say, Mrs. Arborg. But from a well of this kind, like my well, well, I will get at least $100 back for every dollar that I invest, and perhaps much more.
Well, that means that if I had $100 worth of stock, I would have then...
$10,000, that's right.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, it's really too bad that I didn't meet you sooner, ma'am. I could have let you in on this.
Well, have you ever heard of anything else? I wish you would tell me about it.
I will indeed, ma'am. Mrs. Arborg,
Yeah?
have you got $2,000?
Oh, my goodness, no.
Well, now, I'll tell you why I'm asking. There is a man that I know who has some stock in our well. But he's a bad man. He's a miser. He's a cheat. He would steal from his own grandmother if he had the chance. You know the type, of course.
Oh, sure.
And I do hate to see a man of that kind get any money out of this well. He's never done anything in his whole life to deserve it.
Oh, it'd be a shame.
Mrs. Arborg, I think I could get this man to sell his stock to you, and very cheaply, too.
Yeah? Oh, but why? If it is worth so much.
Because he doesn't know that it is worth so much. He hasn't seen this telegram.
Oh.
And so if we act quickly, Mrs. Arborg, I think I can get that stock for you. Now tell me, how much could you raise?
Well, in the bank, I have just over $200.
Oh, well, haven't you any way to get more?
The only other thing I have is this house.
Well, then why not borrow on it? You can pay it back just as soon as you get the stock.
Oh, no, my husband, he never approved of such thing.
Now, I'm not trying to talk you into anything at all, ma'am, believe me. It's just that I would like to see someone who deserves it have this stock.
Yeah. But wait.
Huh?
It would cost $2,000?
And for every dollar that you invest, you will get at least $100 back. I guarantee it personally.
That would be $200,000.
You'll be on easy street, ma'am.
You know what? The next time I see that fortune teller lady, I'm going to give her, yes, for herself, $1.
Oh, you're too sick to go to school again.
Oh, yes, Mr. Stack.
What are you doing out then?
Oh, my mother thought that the fresh air would do me good.
Oh, she did she?
Oh, yes, Mr. Stack.
Oh, all right, Dagmar. Only, one of these days, maybe I better ask her, huh?
Goodbye, Mr. Stack.
Oh, you eat too fast, Nels.
I'm hungry.
When are you?
What's it to you?
You know what, Mama?
What?
He ate 6 slices of bread and butter and sugar before supper, even.
He is growing, Nelson.
He's not as big as you are yet, Papa.
And it will not be long now.
I hope that is enough for you.
How was school today, Dagmar?
School? Oh, Papa. Oh. Well, can I have some more, Mama?
You have not finished what you have on their plate yet.
Oh, golly, that's right.
Hello.
Hello, Jenny. But, Jenny,
The merry widow.
but are you... Oh, decorated.
Well, did you notice anything?
Oh, Jenny, you have a new hat.
Yeah, and new fur. And a move.
Beautiful, Aunt Jenny.
And a new pocket book.
Oh, so nice, too.
Yeah. Oh, yes, something to wear around every day.
Oh, you start as if you'd come in the money, Aunt Jenny.
Well, don't you laugh. I have.
Yeah, Jenny?
Yeah, I have an oil well.
An oil well?
Yeah, and for every dollar I put in, it squirts out of the ground $100.
Yeah, but where did you get it, Jenny?
You remember the new boarder, Mr. Leeson?
Yes.
Well, he is in the business of stocks.
Yes.
And from him, I'm buying them.
But you have not got them yet?
No, I'm getting them tomorrow. Oh, I do not keep around $2,000 in the teapot. Now, I have to raise the money.
Raise it how?
Well, I'm taking a mortgage on my house for a few days.
Oh, but are you sure this stock is good, Jenny?
Oh, sure, Mr. Leeson showed me the telegram. It is one of those scotches.
Yeah, but this here man you can trust, Jenny.
Well, I would not have rented in my room otherwise.
Oh, but Jenny, to take a mortgage on your house.
Oh, but don't you worry. Madam Zodiak said this is just exactly what she wants me to do.
You asked her?
But certainly. I'm not one to take chances.
Oh, I do not like to see you risk your house, Jenny.
You are just mad, the both of you. Because I am getting the money and you are not.
No.
Ever since Madam Zodiak has told me this, you have been fussing at me and fussing at me.
No, I would like to see you rich, Jenny. But more than that, I would hate to see you without anything.
Well, I can look after myself.
Well, will you not stop and have some supper with us?
No, thank you, just the same. I must go now. And Mr. Leeson is taking me to supper to the Palace Hotel. They have music there. And a fountain with goldfishes. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Jenny.
Goodbye, Jenny.
Gosh, won't it be wonderful if Aunt Jenny does get the money?
It looks to me like she's gonna get it. That fortune teller's been right every time.
What do you think, Martha?
Only one thing bothers me.
Yeah?
That $20 someone said her husband lent them.
Well?
But do you remember in all your life, Lars, that Arborg ever let anybody anything?
That is so.
And if he had, would he have died before he collected it? Well, hello, Mr. Stack.
Well, hello, Mrs. Hanson. Well, how are you, Dagmar?
Hello, Mr. Stack.
Well, how's everything, Mrs. Hanson?
Oh, fine, fine.
Come on, Mama.
No, Mr. Stack is talking to us.
Well, I hope the little girl is feeling better.
Oh, so she has not been sick?
Oh, she hasn't?
No, no. What makes you ask that?
Well, now, Mrs. Hanson, I'm not one to tell
Mr.
tales.
Stack, the most wonderful thing has happened.
Dagmar, I think I better talk to your mother.
But Mr. Stack, you just gotta listen. My Aunt Jenny has an oil well.
Yeah, well, isn't that nice? You see,
A real
Mrs.
oil
Hanson...
well. This fortune teller told her that she was going to get it, and then the next thing she knew, this man sold her some stock, and now she has the well.
No, Dagmar. Mr. Stack is not interested in what happens to Aunt Jenny.
You say your sister's got an oil well?
Well, she is buying some stock in one.
Now, what's this about a fortune teller?
But that Madame Zodiak told my sister she was going to be rich.
Who is your sister buying the stock from?
Mr. Leeson, who boards at her house.
Is he kind of a big, handsome fellow with wavy gray hair?
Oh, you know him?
No, I don't know him, but I saw a picture of him the other day.
Yeah?
At the station house. Mrs. Hanson, he's a well-known swindler and con man.
Oh, my goodness.
Has your sister bought this stock yet?
No, she's doing it today.
Yeah, well, we'd better get over there right away.
1995, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000. Well, there is the money, Mr. Leeson.
Well, that's fine, Mrs. Arborg. And there is the stock.
Oh, I hope I'm doing the right thing.
I wouldn't let you do it, ma'am, unless you were, believe me.
Then will I begin to get my 200,000.
Oh, you'll start getting dividends very soon now.
Do you think maybe I better count it again?
No, ma'am, I'm quite certain that you wouldn't shortchange me.
Well, if it isn't Chicago Dan, the widow and orphan's friend.
I don't know you, officer. What are you doing here?
I want that money and that phony stock.
Phony stock?
Now, pay no attention to him.
Quiet, you.
What do you mean, phony stock?
Well, this gent and his lady friend have been swindling people from coast to coast.
What lady friend?
Well, she's a fortune teller. She tells the suckers that they're going to come into money, and the next thing you know, he's around selling stock.
You mean he tried to hit me?
That's right.
Oh, please take it easy, lady. You have no complaint. Besides the $20 that I mailed to you, I even took you out to dinner.
Yeah, well, suppose you just come along with me. Supper will be on the house.
Well, Jenny, what do you suppose Madame Zodiak will see in her crystal ball next?
The future begin to lift. I see many things. I see...
And that was the last our neighborhood saw of Madame Zodiak. Mama never will forget the look on Aunt Jenny's face when she learned her distinguished boarder was a fraud. I remember right down the street from where Madame Zodiak made her last stand was one of our favorite stores, Ollie Johnson's Hardware, where Papa bought all his carpenter tools. He used to always take Dagmar with him because Mr. Johnson had a cat she liked. What a wonderful array of shiny new tools he had. This time, I remember, Papa wanted a fine set of wood chisels, the best he could buy, because he always said the only tools you could depend on were the best ones, the ones you knew. They were true economy.
Papa's right as rain about that. That's true of just about everything. And today, it's especially true about coffee. I expect for most of us, today's coffee situation is pretty confusing. With prices the way they are, maybe you figured you ought to buy a cheaper brand. Well, a friend of mine did that the other day, and it was a mighty sorry experience. Grind wasn't right, had to use twice as much, and even then the flavor was disappointing. All right then, she learned the same lesson as Papa once did, about cheap tools that didn't do the job. She learned that a coffee that doesn't do the job, coffee you don't really enjoy, is no bargain at any price. But that the coffee you do enjoy is one of the biggest bargains in the world. And that's what you can expect from Maxwell House. Yes, Maxwell House is true economy, because you can count on the fullest measure of flavor and enjoyment in every steaming cup. Good to the last drop flavor that only Maxwell House and no other coffee has. And you can depend on that flavor because we're mighty proud of it. And you can be good and sure we'll never compromise on the quality of a single pound. That's why, today, the sign of good coffee means more than ever before. It's your guarantee of unfailing flavor and satisfaction. Your guarantee that Maxwell House is true economy. So, next time you shop, remember, coffee you really enjoy is one of the biggest bargains in the world. Remember that Maxwell House is true economy because, pound after pound, it's always good to the last drop. Be sure to see Mama, starring Peggy Wood, again next week. Presented by Maxwell House Coffee.